Every time after being with the man, he always turned coldly away and slept with his back to her. The woman would carefully reach out, only to be pushed aside in disgust. He glanced at the clock, reminded her that her time was up and she should leave. When she didn't move, he grabbed his pillow to sleep in another room. Before going, he impatiently told her to drink honey water, not knowing that for 7 years of marriage, she had always been allergic to it. That moment broke her completely. She finally decided to give up this empty marriage. The next day, she still packed his suitcase as usual for his flight, but he didn't even spare her a glance. Dragging his case toward the door, she clenched her fists, summoned her courage and called out to him. She asked for a divorce. She thought at least he would hesitate, but he agreed coldly without a pause. Her heart fell to the bottom. She had loved him silently for 10 years. Since high school, she would wait by the basketball court holding bottled water, but the one walking to his side was always his beautiful first love. While she hid in a corner, clutching the bottle behind her back, she thought her crush would end after graduation. But when his first love went abroad, the proud man fell into despair. He drowned in alcohol every night, and it was she who stayed by his side. In a moment of spite, he proposed marriage for 3 years, with a contract promising her $2 million. She accepted without hesitation, because all she wanted was to be with him. From then on, he was the captain. She became a flight attendant. Every time he flew, she would stay up all night watching the flight status, praying he would return safely. Until one day, he walked into the cafeteria holding his first love's hand, something she never once experienced. Then the first love smiled and introduced herself, saying she was the new crew member. The woman froze for seconds, then forced a smile and shook her hand. At her friend's urging, she sat opposite them, watching as the first love picked food for him, and he did not refuse. Their colleagues even encouraged them to get back together. The sight crushed her. Just when she was about to give up, she discovered she was pregnant. Holding the test stick, she was filled with fear and unease, but still told him she hoped to keep the child, and suggested postponing the divorce. If he refused, she asked for $1 million in compensation, but he stayed silent. Half a month passed with no response, until her friend rushed in one day, telling her he was about to get engaged to his first love, and photos of him meeting her parents were already online. The woman stood frozen. Then her phone buzzed, a transfer of $1 million. At that moment she understood his choice, so to give the child a name, she decided to go on blind dates. But when the man heard she was pregnant, he looked at her with disdain, until she offered $1 million as compensation. His face instantly changed. He eagerly pulled her to register marriage. At that moment the man arrived. He stormed in furiously, dragged her outside, and accused her of using his money to find another father for the child. He then announced on the spot that there would be no divorce, but the nightmare was not over. On her next flight, she realized his first love was working the same crew. After landing, the first love invited her to a cafe. She bluntly asked her to leave him, even offering money in return. The woman sneered, saying that was for him to decide, and turned to leave. Just as she stood up, the cafe sign came crashing down. The first love shoved her out of the way in panic. When she opened her eyes again, she was in a hospital bed, the room empty. With trembling hands she called her best friend. Her friend came fuming with anger, cursing the man and rushing to fetch her medicine. But as soon as she turned back, she saw the man, supporting his first love at her bedside.